So the Kickstart scheme is actually quite boring to get your head around, but it can be really, really helpful for your business. So I'm going to try and keep you entertained with my keeping up skills while simultaneously explaining to you the benefits of the Kickstart scheme. So here we go. Right, ready? So the Kickstart scheme, you get £1,500 grant straight off the bat. You have to use that for training to help your member of staff. You also get 6 months minimum wage paid for, and you get national insurance paid for as well. So you get a member of staff, a grant, you get all your wages and everything paid for 6 months, and you've got nothing to lose. So why not get your Kickstart grant today? All you got to do is ask me, adam@itsthemoneyguy.com, and I'll tell you where to go. It's an easy scheme to do. You've got nothing to lose apart from the ball. So yes, so if you're not sure about the Kickstart scheme, it's that easy. £1,500 grant, wages paid for, national insurance paid for, pension paid for. So you've got nothing to financially lose and everything to gain, because you get a free member of staff for 6 months, which you're not obliged to keep at the end of the term. So if you're not sure about whether it's right for you, all you've got to do is email me, adam@itsthemoneyguy.com, and we can go from there. So one of the questions you have to ask yourself is, why on earth would I want to go through a gateway company when I could just literally apply through the government directly? And you'd be right to ask these sort of questions. Simply, if you go through the government directly, which you can do, of course, you have to demonstrate that you can actively train your member of staff adequately enough so that in 6 months' time, when they go out into the big wide world, they are ready for more work. Now, hopefully they'll stay with you after the 6 months. Hopefully they'll show you and demonstrate why they're such a good worker and you'd want to employ them. But if you don't want to employ them after 6 months, you're not obliged to. At least they have some training behind them. And that's what that grant is for. If your training program for 6 months isn't adequate enough, the government will fully within their rights to decline your application, and this could be a problem. So one way around this is to go directly through a gateway company instead. Now, gateway companies, like the company that I work with, they have 6 months worth of training already in place, and it's been approved and signed off by the government. What it also does is takes away the stress of you having to train your member of staff, because these companies will do it instead of yourself. The company that I work with as well have a 100% approval rate, which means if you go through them, because their training is so good, you are more than likely, so far as 100%, you may get the odd person that's declined for whatever reason. If you go through the gateway company, then you will get approved and it's less stress for yourself. Now remember, the grant that they give you needs to be used, quite rightly, for the benefit of the employee for their training, and the government could very well ask you for receipts. So unfortunately, although it is very tempting for a lot of people out there, this is not a scheme to get rich. If you're looking at this thinking, if I get 10 employees, that's £15,000 in my pocket, you'd be wrong, because they will ask for receipts to show how you are actively using that money to help train the members of staff. So if you haven't got a training program in place, you haven't got the time to come up with one, or you know that you're not really likely to be able to carry one out within the next 6 months, going through a gateway company could be a real option for, well, it's definitely an option for you, and I would encourage it as well. This is a wonderful time to be able to build or rebuild your business with no investment in any way, shape or form. So my advice right now, take advantage of the Kickstart scheme, see who you can get, see you can grow your team, grow your brand, grow your income, grow your turnover, whatever it is you want to do. Maybe it's that one thing that you always find a bit of a fuss, so like a salesman perhaps, or it could be for someone to make the videos or whatever. If you're looking to grow your business without any investment whatsoever, then the Kickstart scheme could be the one for you. Let's get straight into that. Okay. So here we go. The Kickstart scheme by the government. Oh, fuck. I did it first time on the first video.
Right, I'm going to...
Scheme to do. You've got nothing to lose apart from the ball.